Hi everyone, it's me, Claire Taylor. I'm here today with a different kind of video. In case you've never been to my channel before, I'm Claire Taylor. I'm a sculptor and I sculpt dolls and I make dolls. And I'm here today to show you how to put one of my dolls together because I keep getting questions on how do you put this particular doll together. And the doll I'm gonna put together today is a Bubbles. So I just thought I would share because I can see how it could be a little confusing. So for the body, you just fill it the way you would fill a cloth body doll if you've ever made one of those before. Now, I'm not good at this or perfect at this, and I just do it to my taste. So usually it just depends on the doll. Sometimes I use glass beads on the inside and sometimes I don't. So on this doll I'm going to be using some polyfill and a stocking full of poly pellets. Sometimes I use glass beads in the bottom and poly pellets at the top. Sometimes I use glass beads, you know, little bags of glass beads like these. But sometimes I just like the poly pellets because they give the right weight for me and how I like my dolls. So I usually, you know, weigh it out and see if it works with the size I want. And this has just been weighed out to how much I want my doll to weigh, and I put it in there. Now this might not be how you want to do it, but this is how I do it because it suits me. Let me get one of those, something that I need. Okay, I got it. I like these hemostats. It helps me to get the stuffing to where I want it. Because my hands can't get all the way down there. So I kind of use it to put it where I want it. Okay, and then I go in and I just put the stuff in where I want it. I'm gonna need more stuffing. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm gonna put a little bit more at the top when I put the head on, but for now let's do the limbs. So I use either poly pellets or glass beads depending on the weight that I want in the limbs. So it just depends on the weight you want. So you just stuff it in, or you can just put it in loose, which I've done before. It's just that I tend to take my dolls apart and put them back together if I want to do something different. So I always make it easy for me to take them apart. So that's why I use the stocking. But sometimes I just pour the poly pellets in, and then I put a little stuffing on the end so that they don't come out. But these are in bags, so. And you don't want to stuff it too much or you won't be able to bend the limb. So this might be a bit boring watching me just stuffing this into the limbs, but a lot of what we do when we're making dolls is quite boring and tedious. See, so you can see the glass beads are not even, you know, firm in there. It's very loosely packed because I want the leg to be able to move. And I put a little polyfill and make sure it moves the way I want it to move. Do the same for the arms. Arms are a little harder because the hole is so small. And you can see it's just, I just took the stocking and I tied the end and then cut it. And I put a little stuffing or polyfill on the end. I don't even know if that's necessary, but I do it because, you know, the instructions that I got was to just fill it with beads or glass beads and then put polyfill on the end, because I hadn't done a Cuddle Baby before, and I had to go like everybody else looking on YouTube to see how to put them together. I had never done one before, so I just wasn't quite sure how. I have a little thread here. This is not very sharp. So I don't usually do videos here. This is the table I use for sculpting, and you can see I put this glass on it. I got this glass in 2006, I think. How long ago was that? 16 years ago. It hasn't broken yet, but it's all scratched up and it doesn't look so nice anymore. Okay, so 2006. Okay, so that will bend. So now, and this is the part that I think was confusing people. So to put the leg on, I use the way it's poured. It has this little piece on it, and I use it to stand it up and hold it so I don't have to touch this part while I'm painting. So after I finish painting, I don't need this part anymore, so I cut it off because it served its purpose. And this part is too big. It's too big to go in here, so I cut it off. This went in. It's kind of short. So I cut it off, and then I just put this in the body, and I pull the cable tie. I pull it tight enough so it will stay, and then I clip this off. That's not the right one. This is the right one. So I clip that off, and then I take whatever tool I can to pull the fabric over. I'm just trying to grab it, pull the fabric over the end of the cable tie. This side is sharper, but you have to be careful so that it doesn't show. So now this baby has a leg. With a foot on it. So let's do the next one. This is a sculpting tool, but anything that can help you to just pull it over works fine. So I grabbed a sculpting tool because this is my sculpting table. That's why it's covered in glass, because polymer clay likes a clean surface. So let's see, is this the right one? And because the arms don't turn, well, I guess it does on the fabric, but I usually put it in a position that I like it in. I usually do it like this. Oops. Or like this. And you pull this over so that you don't have a sharp edge out. And put it in the position you want it, and you pull it firm enough so it won't fall out, but you don't really want it digging into the silicone too much. Okay. Now I put a little stuffing here in the chest. I don't usually put any padding on the back, and that's why I like the poly pellets, because the baby's back is usually kind of firm, and I like that feel, so I don't put any back here. I just put it on the tummy and, you know, spread it out to the side. See, like, I have some here and I just use this to spread it out to where I want it. Oh, I forgot to put the neck ring. These are always difficult for me to put on. Okay. Maybe I will put a little, I usually like the beads up here to give it a little support. I like it floppy but not not too floppy, but you can stuff your doll the way you like it. Now this, you don't want it too tight or the head won't turn. And usually I make it too tight, but I don't think I did this time. It turns. Might still be a little bit loose. Okay. Okay. So that is how I put together a Cuddle Baby. And then, because it's silicone and every little thing sticks to the silicone, what I do next is I clean it. Try to get all the lint from the stuffing and everything off the doll. And then I clean the silicone. So this is how I do a Cuddle Baby. And I am going to do another video getting this doll dressed after I clean all the lint off. For my dolls, I use alcohol to clean them because I know that the paint I use won't come off if I wipe the doll with alcohol. You can only do this on silicone dolls, not reborns. You can clean it with alcohol if it's painted with the right platinum paint. I use Psycho paint, so I know. They don't. This is just to get all the lint off because the polyfill leaves lint on the silicone. Something I forgot about because I hadn't made cloth body babies in so long that I forgot that part. See all the lint on the hand? Well, I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. It's all the little polyfill fibers. So I'm gonna have to wipe her down again, or him. And I will be back with another video to show you this baby. So, bye-bye for now, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. If you subscribe, put on the notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload the video of this baby getting dressed. Bye bye.